This isn't CGI, this is a 62-year-old man. And yes, he really did that himself.
8 times!
It was wild. It was wild.
Wow.
So here's the real question. Why would the world's biggest movie star risk his life over and over again for a movie? The answer might surprise you, because it's not just about adrenaline, it's actually the smartest move Hollywood's ever seen. To understand how Tom Cruise pulled off one of the greatest comebacks in showbiz history, we have to rewind to the moment he lost it all. For years, Tom Cruise could do no wrong. He was box office royalty, flying helicopters, free climbing cliffs, playing guitar and singing in rock musicals, you name it. But in 2006, Mission Impossible 3 underperformed, making less than $400 million worldwide. Not bad by regular standards, but for Paramount, it was a letdown. The studio's chairman at the time, Sumner Redstone, blamed Tom. Why? Well, let's just say Cruise had been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. He was passionately promoting Scientology, jumping on Oprah's couch, and telling Matt Lauer psychiatry was dangerous, all within a few months. Redstone went as far as to claim Cruise costed the film $150 million in lost sales. And that same year, Paramount cut ties with him completely, so his career was hanging by a thread. Hollywood's golden boy suddenly looked like a liability. And speaking of Mission Impossible 3, here's something you probably didn't know. Michelle Monaghan, Cruise's co-star, had just gotten married and was on honeymoon when filming began. And her very first scene? A makeout session with Tom.
I said, Pete, this is my husband, Pete. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. He's like, baby, don't worry about it. Just follow his lead. He's such a professional.
And after the shoot, he wasn't jealous. He was thrilled.
And he looked at me and he grabbed my arms and he goes, how cool is it that you were making out with Tom Cruise on our honeymoon?
On our honeymoon.
That's what you call being a proud husband. Now back to Tom's career. Before all the chaos, he had everything going for him.
I've been very fortunate as a young artist to work with great craftsmen in every field and great actors.
Tom was chasing that elusive Oscar. Nominated 3 times, winning Golden Globes for Born on the 4th of July, Jerry Maguire, and Magnolia, but always snubbed by the Academy. After his split from Paramount, he tried to win critics back with serious dramas, like Lions for Lambs and Valkyrie, which was straight-up Oscar bait. But audiences weren't biting, so what did he do? He flipped the script, literally. Tom abandoned the race for awards and started a new race against death itself. He realized that in a world full of green screens and CRGE, real danger stands out, real stakes, real risk, and suddenly he became the story. Not the plot, not the explosions, but Tom Cruise doing the impossible.
I mean, that's so dangerous, right?
I know.
And it worked. In 2011, Paramount came back. They planned to replace him with Jeremy Renner in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. But Cruise wasn't ready to pass the torch. He brought in Christopher McQuarrie to rewrite the script, and boom. The movie made nearly $700 million. The franchise was reborn, with Cruise right at the center.
What Tom and I recognize in our process is the bigger the movie is, the more it has to make.
At this point, while other actors were pretending to be superheroes, Cruise was one. He's made 14 movies since Valkyrie, and 13 of them have been action-packed. The stunts have become so iconic that Cruise and McQuarrie now start each film by asking, what stunt do we want to do? And then they build the story around it. Basically, it's less about character arcs and more about how high Tom's willing to jump.
Our relationship has just been one long bit of storytelling and an adventure, right?
Occasionally interrupted by production.
Now, at 62, Cruise has no plans to stop. He's hinted at making Mission Impossible movies into his 80s. A Top Gun sequel is on the way. Even Days of Thunder is getting a comeback. Oh, and he's teaming up with NASA and SpaceX to film a movie in space. Of course he is. Who else would even try? But Tom's life isn't just adrenaline and risk, it's also about matters of the heart. And these days, it looks like Ana de Armas has captured his. And Victoria Beckham might have confirmed their romance without even meaning to. It all happened at David Beckham's 50th birthday bash in London, a star-studded event at Core Restaurant in Notting Hill. And yes, the guest list was as A-list as it gets. Gordon Ramsay, Eva Longoria, Guy Ritchie, and of course, Tom Cruise. He even posed for a sweet photo with David, which Victoria proudly shared on Instagram. But hold on, there was more to those birthday photos than first meets the eye. In one of the background shots from the party, fans spotted none other than Ana de Armas. The actress looked like she wasn't expecting the spotlight, caught off guard, yet absolutely glowing in a sleek black slip dress.
All these images that we've seen, and we have an idea of what that story was.
See, Ana and Tom have been at the center of romance rumors lately, especially after being seen together in London just days before the party, celebrating Anna's birthday. Coincidence? I don't think so. And to top it off, Ana reportedly left David's birthday bash in the early morning hours with Tom. That's not exactly a casual, we're just friends vibe, is it?
Love at first sight.
Absolutely.
Hopeless romantic?
Absolutely.
The two are supposedly working on a project together, which might explain the time spent together. Or maybe it's just the perfect cover. Either way, fans can't help but notice how often they've been photographed lately. It all started on Valentine's Day, or, well, the day before. On February 13th, Tom and Ana were spotted grabbing what was described as a totally platonic dinner in London. According to insiders, the meal was strictly business, just two professionals discussing potential collaborations. Not exactly date night material, especially since their agents were there too. And let's be real, leaving with their leftovers in tow isn't exactly the height of romance.
It all makes sense.
Then a month later, the rumors kicked up again. On March 14th, Tom and Ana were spotted arriving at the London heliport via helicopter. And just the night before, they were spotted at the exact same place. Coincidence? Maybe. But it definitely makes you wonder, where were they coming from and where were they going? I need answers.
Something happened to you.
I'm in love.
But before you get too excited, there's a twist. Religion. Tom, as many know, is deeply involved in Scientology, one of Hollywood's most controversial circles. Ana, meanwhile, comes from a Catholic background and was raised with traditional Christian values in Cuba. So could this difference create tension? According to insiders, Ana's family and friends are definitely wary. One source told the Daily Mail that while Ana is smitten, her inner circle has reservations. Still, the same source added that Ana isn't letting that stop her. She's her own person, and right now she's choosing to see where this goes. And speaking of Scientology, it's already been a major sticking point in Tom's past relationships, most notably with Katie Holmes. It even played a role in his estrangement from their daughter, Suri. Reports say they've been estranged for over a decade, and it's not just Tom who's out of touch with Suri. She hasn't kept in contact with his other children, Connor and Isabella, whom he adopted with Nicole Kidman. Sources suggest the Church of Scientology plays a big role in this distance. Tom himself has acknowledged it. When asked if Katie Holmes left him in part to protect Suri from Scientology, the Mission Impossible star simply replied, that was one of the assertions, yes.
Been Scientology for over 30 years,
Yeah.
and it's something that, as you know, without it, I wouldn't be where I am.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a beautiful religion. And
Being a member of the Church of Scientology, he was, quote, not allowed to see Suri or to have a relationship with his daughter due to the fact that she does not follow the same religious practices. There has, however, during the past few years, been speculation on this matter. A source of the church opened up to the media and mentioned that members are allowed to see their children of other religious faiths. It was, in fact, the actor's choice to cut ties with his one and only daughter. During the past few years, there have been rumors that Cruise wanted to reunite with his daughter, that he regrets spending so much time apart, but there is still no news that he has made an effort to see her. As for Tom and Katie, well, guess we'll just have to see what information is revealed next. There is no doubt that they were by far one of the most unique and controversial couples Hollywood has seen over the years, with a story that is without a doubt one of a kind from the beginning to the end.